really, 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 really powerful and big breakthroughs. Like, this is the kind of breakthrough where you discovered exactly what it is or was that was keeping you stuck in a certain cycle. It was keeping you stuck in a reoccurring theme in your life. Like, it would play out potentially in different situations, scenarios, or connections, but it was the same theme each time. And whatever you've done here, you've applied the wisdom that has been gained from going through this so many times. You should get it by now, right? To the exact same situation that decided to come back. And you applied the wisdom to create a completely different solution here in order to break free from this cycle. And you will never have to go through it again. What is it? Like, it's just like you can feel the clarity and you can feel the release. You can feel the, not releasing it, but you can feel the, almost like relief. The relief. A decision to oh, I'm so excited. There's so much coming in, so I stutter. I'm sorry. It's a decision to actually collaborate instead of, okay, we're just not going to communicate. We're not going to collaborate. We're not going to try to work together as a team to try to figure this out together. It is a decision to work together. That is the energy. Okay, so when we have fallings out, not everybody, now this isn't going to be for everybody, and this is not the case for every situation, right? But it's been this energy of wanting so desperately to be able to say how it is that you feel, but you know, if you do, it'll end in backlash. It'll be seen as defensive. It'll be seen as argumentative. It'll be seen as, oh, you're starting conflict, when you're literally just trying to process. You're trying to understand the relationship, the friendship, the situation. You're trying to process. You're trying to understand. But in your desperate pursuit of trying to understand, it gets misinterpreted so easily as being like defensive or like argumentative that it triggers said person or situation. It triggers the situation. It explodes and it leaves two people to separate, when that's not what your intentions ever are. It is to get a better understanding so that there can be solutions grounded in to move forward together. Okay, the 10% reverse. Something's been left unbalanced in your life in an extreme way, and this is an energy that has surfaced up to be able to help this happen in a way where we can work together to find solutions, and we will not, conflict does not have to end in a disagreement and separation and never speak again. Conflict gives us space to discuss solutions. We can honor our feelings and validate them through the whole time. But being able to safely say, I feel this way, you made me feel this way, and then say, I feel this way, you made me feel this way, and then communicate, honor, validate each other's feelings, understand deeply to be able to move forward. And this is definitely the ground basis of a preparation for a bigger energy to come. More than anything with this Nine of Pentacles and this Three of Swords, it's a lack of stability and security, yes, but it boils down to, it feels like a root chakra energy, like a root chakra, like a lack of safety more than anything, not feeling safe and safe connection. So you would water yourself down or mask, or you would not say how it is that you really feel because you knew that you would be met with conflict and potentially abandonment, which would trigger the abandonment wound, right? But it would be triggering the abandonment wound because you're abandoning yourself by not allowing yourself to say how you're really feeling, right? So the wound, it feels like coming from a place of a lack of safety to truly be yourself. Also, even whenever you would try to be yourself, it would be misinterpreted. Like when you would finally feel safe enough or comfortable enough in somebody's energy to unmask, you learn to equate that as lack of safety, because, oh, here I am finally being myself, and you're triggered, you don't like me, things are changing or shifting here, and you learn to just keep that mask on because it's way safer. So we're learning how to do something here in a completely different way. There has been some sort of safe space anchored in this collective's life where you can freely express how you're feeling and be fully your authentic self without judgment. And there can be conversation around very harder topics that used to, in past dynamics or situations, that would lead in, and you would be scared to talk about those things because it would lead in an ending, and that was proven to you every single time. Whenever you would try to bring something up in order to find a solution, it would be misunderstood, and you would leave feeling so misunderstood. And this is such a beautiful, unexpectedly surprised opportunity to heal this, it's like your inner child is like, this is something that has been going on our whole life. And we need safe spaces to be able to grow and blossom and bloom, and really learn that real safe spaces allow you to have those hard conversations. They allow you to speak about the things that are upsetting you within the dynamic friendship, the life world, that would normally trigger other people, and they would just leave, or it would turn into a big debacle and a misunderstanding. The song that keeps coming through is I'm just a soul whose intentions are good, please don't let me be misunderstood. And it's like the abandonment wound here is not coming from a place, yes, it may be potentially the very first one that was formed was abandonment wound because people left you, like physically, but the big abandonment wound is coming from feeling misunderstood. Like you would try to explain and explain and explain and explain, and you're explaining, or it was misinterpreted, maybe as argumentative or defiant or difficult when you're just trying to process and understand. The abandonment wound came in this place from, or got bigger, I guess, from feeling misunderstood, for not being seen for who you truly are. And that has been the reoccurring theme, the light of awareness, shining a bright light on this place and space. This is not meant for everybody. I think that this is it. I'm going to leave it where it's at. You could not see this for the longest time. Now, why are we resisting? We were resisting, but it's here now for your taking, so that you can practice makes perfect, where you can learn to say what it is that you feel and say what it is that you mean, and it does not have to equate to, you can learn to feel safe for fully authentically expressing yourself. Before, you cannot fully authentically express yourself and say exactly how it is that you were feeling inside, or how something made you feel, because you knew they would leave. It means abandonment. Here, in this place and space, you will not be too much. You will not be abandoned for saying and speaking how you feel. It will be honored and validated and communicated about, and there will be a decision for teamwork. You need to be able to hold and anchor space for the other energy that this is talking about, whether this is work related, friendship related, relationship related, to be able to say how they're feeling too. If they can honor your feelings, you can honor theirs, and then we can discuss solutions to be able to move forward. Breakthrough. You don't have to repeat that cycle now, because it is possible to communicate and talk through things and find a solution rather than just abandoning the whole relationship, friendship, job, etc. This is a huge deal to whoever this is for, and I'm so happy for you. I love you.